FBI.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia. Hello,
Sam Healy. What's up?
Yeah, I slept a lot last night.
I slept like a baby.
Did you?
Yeah, I was waking up every 2 or 3 hours and I had to poop, and then I was crying too.
like an actual baby.
Yeah, like an actual baby. I
what's-
hate that phrase because anybody who's had a baby knows what sleeping like a baby actually means.
Oh, I will stop saying that. I'm sorry.
You're welcome.
I never say that. I never say that.
If you notice, this video is being sponsored by GPI, and that's because they are making the dice for our Kickstarter, the plastic dice. We don't have pictures of them yet, but we should have them soon. We do have the metal dice here.
Ooh.
I'll move over here so I don't keep playing with them, because...
Put them over here.
No, fidget master.
No.
Yeah.
So anyhow, we're going to be launching the Kickstarter in
Don't do it!
8 minutes.
8
so we're going to launch it
minutes?
live, and when it happens, I'll be sending it out through Facebook and Twitter, and
Basically doing the media, social media.
I think I have it all ready to go. We got Facebook, Twitter, email, so I can send it to Rob so he can put it on the website. Board Game Geek. What else is there? Instagram?
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn?
The interwebs.
So I'm like, I backed your Kickstarter because of that LinkedIn thing.
Yeah.
MySpace.
All right.
MySpace. Light up MySpace.
Well, MySpace. I'm like, the Dice doesn't even have a
two
MySpace
people that still
page.
use
I don't think
MySpace.
MySpace is what it used to be anymore. Isn't MySpace a music type site now?
I have no idea.
I think it is.
I never used it.
I think
way
it's
back
for
then.
music now.
All right, so if you have any questions, I know that the whole world is freezing right now, and there's a big blizzard hit up north. The people around here are complaining because it's, what was it, like 42?
It got
I
down
said
to
others
45.
before
Others
the
are
sun
complaining.
came up.
Others are complaining.
That was
It
before
was 40,
the sun
45,
came up.
I think, yeah.
Before the sun came up.
It was cold.
And then it was like in the 50s.
I mean, I don't think anywhere in the world people live at temperatures lower than that. That would be
I'm just saying,
insanity.
if we down
45
here
degrees.
on the bottom of America get into the 40s or 50s, you know the rest of the country is hurting.
Oh, it's colder?
You know,
Yes.
we were going, and my daughter was
Much
like, it's so
colder.
cold outside. I said, listen, you guys are complaining that there's no snow all the time.
Exactly.
I said, this is what comes with snow. She's like, yeah, but at least you would have the snow. I said, yeah, you'd have it sometimes.
Right. And
But the rest of the time,
colder
it's
also.
really cold and no snow.
I'm actually with that sentiment. If it's going to be cold, I want something I can play with on the ground.
Yeah, snow you can play with for about 10 minutes and then you shovel it for about 10 days. So, no.
No, you play in it as long as you want. Have you ever lived in a snowed environment?
No.
A snowy environment?
No.
Oh, Reddit might be a
I've
place
visited
I posted.
a place that is snowy for like a week. I was ready to leave
Oh my goodness.
after a week.
Is Die Hard a Valentine's movie? I would say maybe closer. The whole thing is about his love for his wife, right?
Die Hard is a good action movie.
Christmas film.
No, it's not Christmas.
Oh, for sure. It's a
No.
holiday movie.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Dice Tower Kickstarter second Christmas. I don't have this kind of jitters on Christmas morning. On Christmas morning, I wake up and I'm like, the kids, the kids want presents. That's it.
This absolutely does not feel like
There's
Christmas.
nothing-
It's kind of a weird thing because you think about it this way: if you're most people, you get a salary from your employer. You
Yes.
don't have to hope it happens each year.
Yes.
That is true. Very true.
So there's that. Let's
an
see. We're
interesting
not getting. Everyone's just
conundrum.
basically talking about the weather. Do you recommend buying the classics or the newer games that essentially replace them? Like Sam said, Champions of Midgard replace Lords of Waterdeep. I don't know that I would call either one of those a classic yet. Would you?
No.
No. But I mean, the terminology is there. If we are of the opinion that a game has been replaced by another game, should we ever go back and buy that other game rather than the new game that is supposedly the replacement for it? That's essentially the question that they're asking.
I'm always weary about calling one game a replacement for another game because
We did a whole top 10 on it, man.
I know, but
I love
I'm
saying
cautious about saying that sort of thing because I think a newer game is only a replacement for an older game when you have thoroughly played that older game. I think if you get a fresh pair of eyes and you give them both, one does not replace the other one when they are discovered simultaneously.
I would disagree.
And so I always have a problem with that.
I think it's a personal decision. That's why I have a problem with it.
Yeah.
It's more of a... For me, I can definitely say this game replaces this game, for example, with Lords of Waterdeep and Champions of Midgard. I don't think I'm ever going to play Lords of Waterdeep again because
me neither, yeah.
Champions of Midgard exists.
Wow,
and
I still like both, though.
It has the very same feel to it, and I like the theme of Champions of Midgard better.
Right.
So I don't have. It's not that I don't want or would not want to play Lords of Waterdeep. It's just given the two, if the choice was there, I would pick this one, not the other.
But I think oftentimes when a game replaces another game, that second one is usually more complicated. Because again, usually the person who is saying it's being replaced got bored with the first and wanted more. And the second game gives them more, like literally more going on.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's not always better, you know? But more is not always better.
Yeah.
Someone should like print that on a shirt or something. More, not better. I just came up with that.
I don't think Champions is more...
I have so many counterexamples. Ice cream, pie.
They're all food, aren't they?
They are all.
I don't think Champions is
Dice.
more complex than Lords of Waterdeep. I don't think it's harder. I think they're very similar weight games. I just like one better than the other.
Yeah.
And they play very similar likely.
Similar likely, yeah. That's true.
Someone said that the producers of Die Hard say it's a Christmas movie.
I don't care. They can be wrong too, just like everybody else in the world.
And now I have a machine gun. How?
They would say anything to get it to sell more copies, right?
Exactly.
Is it a Valentine's film? Yes. When we made it, we intended it to be a Valentine's film.
All right. Anyhow, Tom, I really enjoy your Why I Love series. Do you plan on doing more? Yeah, probably at some point. I didn't want to flood the channel with them. And then Sam or Z, any plans to do some of yours? That might not be. See,
for us to do some of Why I Loves, that'd be good stuff.
That'd be, yeah.
We can do it.
We can do that.
Well, here's the thing. It's to go back and look at older games is something I used to do that. Be like, oh, you know what? I want to get a couple more reviews out this week. I'll do some older games. Now I'm like, when did I have time for that?
Yeah, exactly. Sure. As you look over at this wall.
We're gonna have the Essen shipment has shown up. Yay! And we're gonna be a couple of the unboxing videos for that are going up today. The rest are going up tomorrow.
I'm gonna count them.
Don't do it.
1, 2, 3.
Dude, you can't.
No, don't do it, Sam.
The little
Your eyes
games.
will go gobbledygook.
There's a lot of games that came in.
Yeah, we have a bunch of games over there on the wall.
So, and they're not all going to get played, but some of them look pretty good.
Okay, I just counted the small stacks, and there's like 50 games. And that's just the small thingy, the games like this.
My games.
Yeah, his games. 50. That's
all right, here we go. 7 seconds.
Wall.
I'm about to launch
Not
this
the whole
thing.
Wall. But, you know.
5, 4. I don't know if it's a second early.
No, don't.
Oh, I have to accept the rules?
No, don't accept.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't check the box that said. Oh yeah, I pressed the button.
Click it again. Let it do its thing.
Maybe I didn't click it.
Maybe if you click it twice, we'll get 2 Kickstarters going at the same time.
Why is it not launching? This is why we do things live, because it's so much better.
Ready
I know.
to launch.
That's weird.
We can.
I'm tired of waiting.
Right. Continue to launch. Go down. Launch project now. Are you serious? It's not going to work?
This is great.
We're doing this live. Why again?
Super.
Oh, man.
Anyway, let's talk about some games on the wall again while you do that.
I'll give you some questions why I've tried to figure out why this is not working.
Okay.
You know, someone said, are you weary or wary? I always do get those two words confused. It's wary means cautious. Weary means tired.
That's correct.
Yeah, sometimes I say weary when I mean wary.
They're also spelled differently.
I know. But in my head, those two words are not, they're like on the fringe of my vocabulary. I mean my everyday vocabulary. And I do get them confused. I apologize for that. I'm gonna do some reading.
Does Spanish have 2 different words for those 2 different words?
Well, they wouldn't sound anything alike, you know what I mean?
You never know.
No, it's very unlikely the two words that sound similar in English, their translations would also sound similar in like a Romance language from English. You know, that won't happen.
You need to be introduced to the Korean language because they have a lot of words that are just transliterations of English words.
Yeah. No. But
There we go.
Let's get started.
Only a minute and a half late.
Dear Dice Tower, you were a minute and a half late.
Wait, an error to launch.
Oh, never mind. Ba-ba.
One of my rewards says
Wait.
promo pack D. Hang on. I said I would deliver it in
Essen.
December 2017.
Now that's the future right there, baby.
That's the problem, man.
Also, we'll do a happy birthday for you by
In the
December
past.
2018.
We'll do whatever you want in the past.
Doesn't
Okay,
matter.
that's fine. These things
Doesn't
happen. It's
matter
right around the
how
time.
many times we had, like what, 3 different people
We
look at
have
this?
way more people look at this.
Oh, that's true. We just had 4 people here looking at
Yes.
it. We had other people.
We
on
had
another
people
site.
helping us on our Slack
Yeah.
channel. Tons of eyes were on this.
Right.
And everybody missed dates.
Well, no, some people missed. Some people caught the dates. All right, where do I go to save all
So
this
that's
now?
all it is. You know, these
Holy
things are-
schmoly. How
These things are going to happen.
Schmollies. Nah.
But this is something you could not predict
No.
until you hit the launch.
Right.
And then it tells you, like, there's a date that's slightly wrong.
That's why you should have launched it a minute early.
This is fine. We'll figure this out.
Wha-bam! More red text.
I cannot emphasize how much this is being a pain in the neck right now.
We got this.
I don't know if those things saved though that I just changed. It's going to say I didn't fix them again.
No, it
So
should
someone
be
was
okay.
asking why we switched back to Kickstarter. So it's a good time to not answer that question.
I will be fine.
Okay.
Keep going.
I wish I had a way to like look at the questions while you're doing that, though. We got to answer some stuff.
We had 2 computers up here. We'd be able to do it.
Computers?
Computers.
All right, you know what? I'm going to go look at the video and just check out the questions on there.
You can
I got
do
one of
that
these
too.
hoot doohickeys.
That's a computer.
This is the future, is what it is.
What did you say?
I didn't do nothing.
Nothing. That's not even Siri. What's happening?
But how do I save this after I've changed these things?
Da-da-da.
I don't even know what that was.
You do your thing. I got this.
I got
All right,
this.
go ahead and answer questions. I apologize, folks. This is going to take a minute for me to
This is
figure
how
this
it
out.
works,
I'm
everybody.
gonna go look too.
We're normally not also launching a Kickstarter when we do a Q&A, so, you know, you have to be patient.
Oh, we didn't do the countdown. This is called a countdown. We didn't do a countdown. Well, actually,
Well, I'm glad.
we technically still could because you ain't got it launched yet.
Da-da-da-da. Kickstarter should have a soft launch feature. I agree with that.
Live chat. Soft launch.
And someone says, launch? You idiot, I said lunch. Okay.
Ask these guys questions while I wait for this to get fixed.
All right, let's see here, everybody. Will you still live play Time Stories? What do you think, Sam?
Definitely not the next one.
Why are you answering stuff right now?
You stated it!
So, wait a minute. Why are you? Okay.
We
never
are
mind.
playing more
I'm not
live
yelling at
Time
anybody.
Stories, very likely, but not the next one because from what we understand, there is adult content in it.
Oh, really?
The Estrella Drive. Yeah, the new one, the Hollywood-themed one is...
Oh,
you know.
see? Yeah. This is how well my
That
brain's
one is
working
old
right now.
to you? Is that what you think?
No. When you said Time Stories,
What were you thinking?
my brain processed Time's Up.
Yeah, it's just adult Time's Up. It's called Time's Up After Dark. And every charade is going to be super interesting because it's only grown-up concepts and scenarios.
Interesting.
Actually, isn't there a game like that that exists?
There's probably 20. They're all from Kickstarter, and they all probably were on Kickstarter last week.
Right.
Yeah, so we'll definitely play more Time Stories. I really enjoy Time Stories still, but this new one we haven't played yet, and we won't be streaming that one. When will Z and Sam play that dating card game? I've already played it. I reviewed it.
Dating card. Oh, he's talking about Fog of Love?
I assume. And I don't know when Sam will play it.
I don't know either.
But together, whenever Sam wants to.
Oh, here's an interesting one. What's the definition of an abstract game? And why does photosynthesis fit in that category?
Yeah, that's a good one, Sam. Why don't you answer that?
You think it's abstract too?
I do not. It has a theme.
We've launched.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah! Baby!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We launched! There's the countdown.
Somebody's asking me a sponsor question. Z, when will lice shower be a stretch goal?
We're not even gonna answer the question.
You
taunted me and then just moved on.
But someone asks me when will lice shower be a stretch goal?
Never. It is a horrible game. We've actually played it.
What, we have?
No, I've been working on the prototype for years, baby.
Oh, I see why you interrupted me.
Yeah, it's someone sponsored a question.
Somebody sponsored a question. Okay, so
no, that
back
would be. You know what I should do is do a live Q&A with the crowd where we make lice shower prototype.
Yeah, but who would get the royalties when you actually publish it at that point? You would have too many.
Come on now. No, we'll just like as an exercise, as a funny bit. We'll like prototype
so you wouldn't actually produce it then?
No, we'll talk through how it would work.
Why you wouldn't produce it?
Why?
So it would be a horrible game. Like
he just said you all are bad game designers.
It came from
Everybody.
Everybody.
Okay, go.
So back to the abstract game thing.
Yeah.
So you don't think photosynthesis is an abstract strategy game with a theme applied to it?
I mean, that's an oxymoron, I think.
No, it isn't.
Okay, then...
Chess has a theme. It does have a theme. It's medieval warfare. And it is the, one of, at least, quintessential abstract strategy games. So why would, if a game has a theme, but it is still an abstract strategy game, why can't we call it an abstract strategy game?
Touche. Touche.
You need that accent, baby. Touche.
That one I do know how to say, people. I was kidding.
Touche.
All right, we made enough now for me to work through January.
Yeah. All right. Baby steps, baby. Baby steps.
And this can be a question that's asked a lot, so I'm going to answer it now. Our Kickstarters do run from February to February because the Kickstarter itself is in January.
Yes.
So we try to do all our stretch goals. If you notice, we just did our live RPG playing. We have not done the walkthrough of Jason's thing, but I will be recording that on my way back from our live marathon next week. I'll be stopping at his house recording it.
Yes.
It took him a year to stick all his games from all over the place into one room, Kenny said.
Yeah. Yeah, it's no joke. That man acquires a lot of games, and he also puts them just about everywhere.
So.
He really goes the cool stuff, and he will order every game unless he's already played it and doesn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't like it, then he won't. But he doesn't know yet for a lot of them, so he just gets them. Huh.
So someone is asking...
All right, I'm back on questions. Here we go. Oh, I just got a text.
Have Z or Sam tried 7th Continent yet, and any plans to live play it?
We've played like one session.
We played one session, yeah.
This falls into the Gloomhaven category, where Tom loved it so much that he takes it home and plays it by himself now.
I'll tell you, I would be...
Wait, what is this? 7th Continent?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you guys were not nearly... You were pretty cool on that compared to me.
I
I'm
liked
always
7th
cool,
Continent. From that one session, I liked it a lot better than Gloomhaven.
Not me. I like Gloomhaven more.
Really?
Yeah.
You just being arbitrary there?
No. But they're both abstract. I just want to say that. But...
Oh, I should put a link to the Kickstarter here.
I thought Gloomhaven was better than 7th Continent. Yeah.
I like the
pace way more.
Of...
I like the scope way more. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to play more Gloomhaven because I've only played that a little bit too.
Yeah.
I would maybe even consider playing it solo and getting a copy, but it's pricey and it's hard to get right now, I think, anyway. Right? Yeah. So we've played. I was not particularly enamored with it. Sam liked it all right. Tom really liked it.
Because Sam got Frankenstein.
Who doesn't want to be Frankenstein's demon or whatever?
Frankenstein's demon? Are you now?
Do you even read books, dude?
Yeah, man. I read that Dr. Hyde, Mr.
Okay,
JJ.
stop. You're just embarrassing everyone now.
All right, I'm sorry.
Okay, we're back here. Here we go. Ninja All-Stars, Talisman, Dungeon Quest, Epic Roll. Which combat system do you think is the best and would like to see more of? Not
what?
the Ninja All-Stars. I hate that combat system. Talisman, I hate that combat system. Dungeon Quest, I hate that. Epic. Are you just like listing all the bad games I hate their combat systems?
Maybe. Z, could you please review the Cacao expansion? I'm sorry, I'm jumping in.
We're back here now.
Yes, I'll review the Cacao expansion at some point. It just came in.
Welcome to 2018.
Somebody on my Twitters. Oh, it's Trevor. Thanks again, Trevor. Jamie Stegmeyer's new Kickstarter segment: how not to launch a Kickstarter while live streaming.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's funny.
I'm deleting his account thing. All right. What's Jason's address? When's he out of the house, and does he have a dog?
Oh, wow.
Come on now.
Not giving you any of that information.
All right, go for it, man. I got a bunch of questions in here, but I'll let you do it.
Okay, so will there be an option to pick stuff up? No, that's something I need to put on the thing. Unfortunately, no. For us, for example, going to Essen or UK, both of those, last year, we brought stuff in suitcases.
Yeah.
The promos that we had, because that's the only way we could afford to get anything there. And to bring in
especially from all the trouble that publishers were having this year at Essen, we definitely don't want any of that.
Right, and so bringing stuff in that's one problem, getting it there. The second problem is you have to have a checklist there. Someone comes by, you have to look at their ID, make sure it matches, give it to them, and I know that saves you money in shipping.
Right.
But we would end up paying for it. We're paying the shipping. If we bring it to Essen, we're paying the shipping, but it's also just, it would make a logistical thing. UK Games Expo and Essen are both exhausting conventions as it is. They're fun, but they're exhausting. Adding that to it would just be too tough. And I can understand that.
Can't do it space-wise. We just can't do it yet.
Let's see. Are there any old, dead, out-of-print CCGs that we enjoy?
I'm all over this question, baby.
Yeah, you made a whole list of these, didn't you?
Didn't I? Yeah, I did a top 5, maybe, talking about that. The ones I still like, and one of my absolute favorite CCGs is Nightmare Before Christmas trading card game, which is...
That sounds incredibly strange.
It does, and it's actually, it sounds incredibly bad, too. But it's an Andrew Parks design with Zev.
Wow.
From back in the day from Nesca, is it?
What game is this?
It's the Nightmare Before Christmas TCG.
Oh, yeah, that's one of Andy Parks' first designs.
Huh.
And it's an excellent game. It's the kind of game that doesn't really fit a CCG model, I think, particularly well, because once you've got your deck the way you want it to work, it kind of functions like a Euro game in some ways, so you have no reason to tweak it, which isn't good for a CCG because they want to keep selling you cards.
Right.
But I've really enjoyed the game. I think it's a great resource management kind of card game.
That's cool.
Really enjoy it. That's one of my favorites, and it's very dead, yes.
My favorite, I mean, I have a really soft spot for Overpower, Marvel Overpower.
Yes, of course.
But the problem is I don't think that game was, well, most of these are not really well balanced. That's why they just weren't back in the day. Even Magic wasn't that balanced. That's why there's so many banned cards from it.
Sure.
Battletech collectible card game, I really liked that one. And I really liked Star Wars collectible card game, which is one that Sam also liked.
The Decipher one, the CCG.
Right. And then probably, and this is one I'll still play today, I think, more than other ones, and that's, is it Warlord?
Yeah.
The AEG picked it up for a while and did it.
Yeah.
And that one actually works. Warlord is one of the best ones to have a non-collectible aspect. They could have made that one as an LCG and it would have worked.
Yes.
Really well.
And if you're a D&D player, you also would have, you could have gotten into that. They always touted it as like the game you already knew how to play because it was D20 based. Everything was sort of D20 based. Your attacks and your so on. I had that for a while. It was, I had a bunch of other CCGs I liked more, but yeah, Warlord wasn't bad.
Yeah, Decipher and Overpower were probably the two that I still owned both of those.
Yeah,
I still have decks for both of those.
The Star Wars, the old Decipher one. Yeah, I got. I never played that. I played their on like when they pulled the theme right and they made Wars. I played that and I liked that. I got a ton of hate, but I think mainly from people that knew it used to be Star Wars and now hated it.
I didn't like it because it felt because I thought the theming in Star Wars was strong enough in the CCG.
Yeah.
That when I got to Wars, that theming was still there, but not Star Wars, and you could feel it.
I couldn't
Like, what
because
is
I
this
didn't know
force?
the original.
You know, there's no force in this. I don't know.
So I liked it fine. It was a little, it was slightly clunky, but I liked it fine because, again, I wasn't familiar with the Star Wars one that came before it.
All right. Someone asked about specific, can you do add-ons to this? If you have a specific add-on type weird thing you want to do, email me. I may or may not be able to work it out. That's at dicetower@gmail.com. What happened to IndieGoGo? We've been asked this a lot. Basically, just one of the main draws for us for IndieGoGo was that they use PayPal. Once they didn't use PayPal anymore, that's kind of some of the other advantages they had kind of went away.
Yeah.
$60 for 5 stickers. Who's missing, or does it mean 6? It means no. Sam and Z's don't have stickers this year. We're saving them for next year.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's not what he said earlier. He's just saying that to everybody.
He's saying that because we're live.
Right.
Earlier I was like, now listen, maybe next year.
If you're good. I want to get a sticker, Papa. If you're good.
Sergio says, I'm designing a fun little dungeon crawl and I'm sick of all the bad combat systems out there. Yeah, but there's a lot of good dungeon crawl systems that I like. I like what's that game that Red Glove made? I really like the combat system in that one.
Oh, yeah. With like
you rolled your dice.
like a little graveyard and the dudes are popping up and you're attacking them.
And you could use some of the dice for different actions. And so I could use some dice to move, some dice to attack. It was a really generic.
I'll try to look it up.
All right. What happened to pay to play at Gen Con? Gen Con's just too busy for us to do that, unfortunately. It just caused too many logistical. You might be able to play with us at Gen Con. You just got to run into us and find us. Jason's there. Where's the Fallout review? Still coming. Still coming. Remember, we have literally, at this point in time, I think it's safe to say we have 500 games, unreviewed games in this house. Fallout is one of them. It's on its way. Many other big games haven't got reviewed yet either, like Gaia Project and such, and we're working through these as fast as we can. I noticed your address is shown in some of the unboxing videos. Wouldn't that lead to security problems? You would think, but I have a hard enough time getting to my house. I'm not worried about other people getting there.
This is so true.
I live in a gated community, and a gated community.
It's true.
Did not think about that when I was moving in. Well, I thought about it as I was moving in, for sure. Yes. But when I was signing the thing, I was like, oh, it's kind of cool, 2 gates to go through. Not quite as cool as you might think.
Not cool at all.
What do you think about Dice Throne? I did a review on it. You can check it out.
Dice Throne?
Oh, is that? Yeah, Dice Throne, the attacking game. Is it intentional that promo pack E isn't available by itself? It's all numbers. We have certain numbers of different promo packs. That's why they're all together in different ways. Hey, we made it. We're 1/10 through. 20,000.
Ooh.
Wow.
Sweet.
In 20 minutes. Well, actually, less than 20 minutes since it took me 5 minutes.
That's the one. Super Fantasy.
Ah, yeah. Super Fantasy. I like the combat system.
Night of the Badly Dead is one of them. The other one's called Ugly Snout Assault.
I still like the Descent / Star Wars Imperial Assault system where the dice have range and damage on them.
Right.
That's always worked for me. And then the little surge that did things. I think you'd be hard pressed to come up with a better system, but it's possible. I've seen some really weird ones. Martin Wallace did one time where you rolled 2 dice and subtracted the lower from the higher, and then that number was what you added to your troops.
Okay. Okay.
So doubles is bad, but a 6 and a 1 is great.
It doesn't matter much. It's still rolling, an adjusted die. You can get a 0 on it. That's the only difference. Not that big a deal. But yeah, there's so many different kinds of...
Someone said, Sam likes Star Wars CCG? Shocking.
Come on.
I know Tom likes Ascension, but what do Sam and Z have against it? I don't think you're against Ascension, are you?
No. Ascension's fine.
Honestly, the only thing I have against Ascension is the first time I played it, it looked like some kid had drawn all the cards in his notebook during detention in high school, and that completely turned me off to the rest of the game.
Right. I know the artwork has gotten better, at least. I mean,
yeah.
You can't see the notebook lines anymore, for one thing. Literally, in the first printing, you could literally see.
Did they do that on purpose?
I don't know, but it's not a good idea. It looks shoddy. I mean, it just looks sloppy. Anyway, no, I like the game. I played one of the newer releases at a convention not too long ago. They had it. The company was there. They had it, and they brought it by our booth, I think, and I was excited about it. I gave it a try. That was the light and dark one. I forgot what it was called. So a release or two ago. No, I like the game.
Ethnos or Isle of Skye?
What you breaking over there, Sam?
Not breaking anything. I'm sorry. It's bothering me that my.
Which have you played more? Ethnos wasn't on our list of 2017. Well, Ethnos wasn't in my top 10. Was it in your 10?
It was my 11, I want to say. Ethnos or Isle of Skye?
Ethnos for sure.
Yeah, for me too. Ethnos is lighter also. It's a much lighter game, but I like it way better.
I like Isle of Skye. I'm not just being contrary. I like Isle of Skye better.
You like that theme, though.
Again, it's not necessarily the theme. I like the gameplay in Isle of Skye better.
Our top 10 of anticipated games for 2018 is coming out like in an hour, right?
No, it's tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow?
Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Anyway, so never mind. It's coming out tomorrow. But one of the games that Sam likes is Viking themed. That's not a huge spoiler.
No.
Okay, so we just got our games in there. What was the one game called in there?
Oh my goodness, I was like
Viking Tourists.
And
I was like, all right, this one's yours, Sam, because
you
really?
earned it. Viking Tourists.
So okay, fine.
It says you laminated one of the Legends of Andor characters. What character was it? You only laminated one?
Yes, I know. I did a print and play character. You know, I laminated that one, not the regular cardboard ones.
Ah,
I printed one out that they had available on their website, and I cut it and laminated it, or rather, laminated it then cut it. Yeah, I wouldn't do that to normal game components. It was a piece of paper.
Is there a Sam, please clean my phone in case add-on?
No, there isn't.
At a convention for $50, Sam will fix your phone.
Meticulously take a Q-tip to your phone.
I don't even do that to my own phone.
Is the only way to get promo pack E to get all the promo packs? Yes. Unfortunately, that's the way we've always done it because we only have a certain small number of them.
Right, right. It's just the math. If you could get them on their own, it wouldn't work out for the group packages.
The 300,000 stretch goal is Z plays TI4. I think for 300,000, I'd make you do that.
For 300,000, I'll play TI4.
I'll dance around in the background.
Live, all right.
No pledges for the cruise. The cruise is a very different thing. The cruise is a separate thing. Also, the cruise is in 2019. Yeah. It's February of 2019, which is still a year away. It's not really that far from the last cruise, but again, it's 2019. I barely thought about it, except for when I spent time with Jason, who spends
you think about it every 5 minutes.
He spends about 50% of his time talking about the cruise.
When he's with you, yes.
The combat style of City of Remnants. How did that one go in City of Remnants?
Never played it.
Don't remember.
Nah, I don't remember either. Let's see. How does U-Boot look? People are, I don't know. If you want a custom video for early March, will that be possible or is it too soon? No. We can get it done by March. We'll send it. Yeah. The Kickstarter ends January 31st. We'll fill out the survey. I'll send out the survey like a week or two, and
they would just have to be Johnny on the spot and get their information back to us in time. I would say, did they say end of March?
Early March. It'd be a hard call.
That's a quick turnaround. They would have to be Johnny on the spot and get their stuff back to us immediately.
Top 10 disappointments from the year. I don't know. I mean, we talk about games that disappoint us as we play them.
Yeah, it's easier just to sort of get that information on a review-by-review basis.
We like doing those.
Hammering that point home again at the end of the year is just not worthwhile.
Every once in a while, we'll do a big negative list, like our top 10 games that make us angry or whatever. That's a rarity, and we usually do it on the spirit of fun, like at a convention.
Yeah.
To do one at the end of a year would kind of be like, we already said your game sucked.
Let's remind you.
But we like to point out once again, still sucks. That would really just rub dirt in the wound, I think.
That's how it gets better.
VIP with Jason at Gen Con has unlimited backers. Is that intentional? It is so not intentional, and I better go in there and fix that now.
What was it?
I didn't put a limit on how many times people could play games with Jason at Gen Con.
Well, we know what Jason's going to be doing at Gen Con.
You were just trying to keep him busy, and you know. Jason, you need to play with 25 people.
I can fix that. Where is it?
5 a day.
It's one of the last pledges, right? No, there's already one backer. Yeah. Let's set a backer limit of 2. 2 people can do it.
Why'd you put 4?
Because.
Just kidding.
Oh, okay.
6 a day.
10.
All right. What do you guys think about counterfeit games hitting Amazon lately?
Really?
It's a really big problem.
Really?
Yeah. Shame on anyone doing it.
Wow. I haven't
We
heard
first heard
about
about this a couple months ago, didn't we?
Yeah, well, the folks, the guy who runs Z-Man Games, Steve Kimball, talked to me about it and said that it's a very big problem.
Right.
It started in China, and now they're coming over here, and sometimes you can't even tell. The problem is you'll get it, be missing a couple pieces, then you email the company, and you remember those little proof of purchases that Fantasy Flight made? I would not be surprised if that starts being forced, yet you have to send those in to get pieces back.
Or at least provide some type of proof that you have it. Like a digital picture or something to that effect.
Yeah, something. Wow,
Sent from your phone.
These are looking close enough that as soon as you get it, you don't realize it's counterfeit.
I'm telling you,
I guess once you have it, you're out of luck.
There's a lot of. I mean, when we were in. Counterfeit is. When we were in Korea, there was a whole lot of that going on. And
I know they do. They have a lot of that from some of the Asian countries.
You cannot tell the difference unless you really know the original.
Right.
I mean, you know.
That's too bad, man.
So Sam said he didn't like Ascension's artwork. Do you guys know a game called Cans?
You can definitely find. I know it.
Splatter games.
It's bad.
Yeah, Cans is really bad, and I thought it was bad back in the day.
There's a lot of bad-looking games for sure. I mean, yes, it's not horrible. It stuck out a little bit because I thought the rest of the game felt sharp, and then the artwork in Ascension felt like an afterthought.
Yeah.
Like, what happened? Did you guys, like, the original artist drop out and you had to find a replacement quickly? What happened? That's why. I know there's worse artwork, you know, but it stood out.
Let me just.
Is there a comment there that just says Z? That's all it is?
It asks if you were something in a previous life because you always talk with your hands, like were you a magician or something?
No, I just gesticulate a lot.
Is that what you call it? Gesticulate.
Yeah.
Gesticulate.
Sam, you just recently reviewed Dice Age to Hunt, and someone says, how would you go about getting it? Sometimes we review games and then we're not quite sure
I don't know.
how to get them. However, by reviewing them, sometimes the buzz gets up a little bit and the publisher might pick it up. And then when the publisher brings it to America, we're like, hey, we already reviewed it.
Cheers.
But yeah, I'm not sure, folks. I can't help you with that.
How many games have the three of you reviewed in 2017? We did a little over 1,000 reviews. I don't know how many of those were from our contributors.
Ryan's share are yours.
Tom did like 900 probably of those. No. Sam did like 60.
I probably did around 500.
I did like 40.
All right.
No.
But 30 of them were just a deck of cards.
No, that's probably true.
Come on, man.
Have I played Wasteland Express yet? No, but it's on my list. Actually, I took another game I didn't play yet, the one from Jeff Engelstein.
The Expanse.
The Expanse. I took that to play on Tuesday, and it just didn't make the cut. So that one, Wasteland Express to play.
Why are you hating on Jeff like that, man?
And I also need to play. We're gonna play it live. Me and Sam are gonna play it live on Friday.
Shadespire.
Shadespire.
Come on, man. We talked about that like 3 times this morning.
Yeah, well,
I'm good.
You don't want to play Shadespire.
I don't. I'll wait for the other 4 Warhammer games coming out next year, and I'll play those.
I'm of the opinion you would like Shadespire.
I'm sure I would. Is it painted?
No.
Then I'm out.
I've already answered about Jason's collection. No PAX Unplugged goals. Oh, I forgot about putting those in. We're gonna add a meal for PAX Unplugged. I'll do that later today, and we're gonna add. We'll add in some gaming with us at PAX if you want. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah,
we're planning on going.
There's a couple of things we will be updating as we go along the way, folks. Finalizing some things, changing some things. So, you know, just stay tuned.
How much does Jason's collection resemble the warehouse at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark? No, it's not like it's in boxes. If it was in boxes, that'd be bad, right?
I did see
like crates.
Yeah.
Did you just watch it recently or something?
No. I saw someone put up of the picture.
Forklift driving.
I just saw a picture of it on Twitter. Someone was making like a meme about it in relation to something. Yeah. You know, it's just. It's everywhere, and many of them are, I don't know if he has caught up now and opened them, but many of them are in shrink. Just the volume he gets them at.
Plays other people's
copies.
copies.
Yeah, he plays other people's copies, right.
Hey, we hit 30,000.
Yeah.
Someone said, what improvements can be made to the studio? One of the things is we want to like completely finish your room out so we don't have to move stuff around all the time.
Yes, right.
We're constantly moving lights and stuff. We might be able to build something in the ceiling, a trusses to hold the lights over us, which would clear up a lot of room in here.
Yeah.
The space we're in now, we want to make it. It's mostly my reviewing space slash
top 10s and such.
Top 10.
Top 10s live play. Well, we're actually probably going to move top 10s back out to the porch once the table's finished.
Okay.
Once the green grows back.
And the foliage grows back.
You
butcher.
The trees were getting too close to the house. So I hired someone to come in and cut them back.
It was genocide.
Well, that's the thing. We didn't realize we gained.
Otherwise known as heavy pruning.
We gained like 10 feet on that side over there. There was that much stuff.
18.
I think he was like talking it up, going from the
18
longest.
feet.
Yeah.
No way.
I think he was going the longest.
I bet you it's true.
Either way, there's a lot more space over there now. However, it's a lot of brown. A lot of the stuff died. So that noise screen that you see in the background, which people think is a green screen and is not, it would be some brown
screen. That sounds off. Moving on.
We've been dancing with Mr. Brown Screen.
Can you do add-ons later? Sure. You can pledge for something, and then later on you're like, oh, I want to add something. You can just go back in and up the price of your pledge. People do it all the time. However, I would encourage you, from the perspective of a Kickstarter runner, please don't go in and pledge a ton, and then later on be like, nah, and go back down to a small amount. Because that's bad for a couple reasons. One, you're taking the pledge away from someone else who might actually really want to do it. Mm-hmm. And two, it's such a negative thing, right? You're going in there and say, I'm going to do it. No, I'm not.
Right.
Who's the 4-sided dice sticker? That's Suzanne is 4-sided, I think. Mandy's the 8-sided.
No. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
you're
Suzanne
right.
is the pyramid, yes.
You're correct.
I'm the 6-sided. You're the 12?
12, I'm the 20.
You're the 20.
Or the other way around.
Or the other way around. I'm the 20, I think.
I don't know.
I don't have it.
It's the roundish ones. He did that on purpose.
It's the roundish ones. He did that on purpose. Not cool, man. Is there some sort of elongated die? Maybe with a nice physique.
Put Jason in a swivel chair in the middle of 4 tables that Gen Con he'll manage.
You'd win them all.
It's like those people who like play like 20 games of chess against 20 different people. They just walk down the aisles and they just continue running that circuit.
Let's do that.
That might be an interesting event to set up like at Dice Tower Con.
He would probably do it
like
too.
Jason plays 5 heavy
and he would
games at the
win
same time.
all 5 games.
That might be interesting.
I know this to be a fact. If he can sleep during a game
and
when
win.
it's not his turn and still win, he can do this.
I was so annoyed on Tuesday. I thought I beat him.
I was there for that, I think, right? No, that wasn't Tuesday. That was
Saturday.
Saturday. Is that the game you're talking about?
Yeah, what game was that? I really...
You were like, he was out in front, neck and neck at the end, but Jason
I was really far ahead of Jason, and then at the very end, he was like, he beat me by 2 points, which, you know, normally is like...
That's a good thing,
That's a good game, right? And normally I'd be pleased, but I just thought I won. I shouldn't have got my hopes up. Shouldn't have got my hopes up.
That was your mistake, man.
Do you add rewards later in the Kickstarter? We can. Like if someone's watching and you're a publisher and for some reason I don't have any of your, you know, you want to put promos in, talk to me. Or, you know, there's always a possibility. Anything like that happens, we'll make an update to let everyone know.
Right.
So.
I got that stupid song in my head now.
What song?
Mr. Brownstone.
It's a bad song to have in my head too.
What's your favorite role to play in Pandemic? That's a good question.
Winner?
I think my favorite is the archivist.
What does that guy do?
Which gives me, if I'm remembering correctly, it's been a while. I think I got a bigger hand by 1 card, so I have an 8-card hand, and I can pluck cards back out of the discard pile.
Because you can archive. Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, I'm definitely the medic. I love the medic.
Medic, and I like the scientist.
Medic and scientist are like the two everybody like.
Oh,
You know,
well,
medic, scientist. You want?
Sorry, I'm not the pandemic connoisseur that you are. I like the medic, man, because I like going in and mopping things up.
Yeah, and the scientist.
Sam pretends it's a war.
I think the medic,
I'm gonna kill all the viruses.
the medic and the scientist are. If I'm teaching, those two are in. You know.
Yeah.
So their rules change to the original rule is so basic.
Yeah.
And feels good. Yeah, I like many of them though. Most of them I enjoy playing. I usually just pick randomly. I don't care. There's only a couple that I'm like, yeah, this one doesn't feel as good. Like the epidemiologist is a little lame.
People are asking different questions about the different cons. I'll probably do a video in a bit telling you exactly what cons we're going to this year. There's still a couple we're working on.
Yep.
We will let you know. Let's see, they haven't played that. Are you excited for the Cowboy Bebop game? Not really.
Oh, I didn't know there was such a thing. I'm kind of excited about that.
Cowboy Bebop, I like the music better than the. I'm just not a huge anime fan. I liked some anime movies.
Well, have you seen the Cowboy Bebop movie?
Is a movie?
Yeah. I like the movie.
Is the movie seeable without
It's live action,
having
though,
watched
right?
the thing? Because I forget everything. Live action?
Yes.
No.
No, it's not?
No, it's still just an anime.
Oh.
Yeah, you can watch the movie just.
I'm getting it confused with something else.
You might
Dragon-
be thinking of.
This is a bunch of girl warriors, right?
No.
What is
No,
he
Cowboy
thinking of?
Bebop is.
I don't know. I
How do you
don't.
describe Cowboy Bebop? It's like a guy who goes around.
It's a bounty hunter.
Like Maverick almost.
Yeah, it's like a bounty hunter who is
Card play
like
Maverick?
a sci-fi. It's What are you talking about? Maverick, like Mel Gibson Maverick?
Yeah.
No, it's nothing like that.
No, in space.
It's like Maverick in space.
It's been
The guy's
like
a bounty
20
hunter,
years since I've
but
seen
it's
it.
sci-fi futuristic bounty hunter. That's basically it.
I got it mixed up with something else then.
Yeah. But yeah, the movie's good. You can watch it without knowing anything else.
Sponsored is misspelled. How do you spell sponsored?
That's
SPONSORED.
correct there. Sponsored there is correct.
Oh, where did I spell it wrong?
Somewhere.
Over the rainbow.
Can't you just type in? You didn't go in and make those changes, did you?
It's there.
Huh?
It's there.
Oh, it's spelled wrong there.
Yes. All right. Well, we'll have to get that fixed.
Oh, okay. Can you do that now?
No, I mean we'd have to go over there and fix it.
Want me to?
You want to try? I don't know.
I'm gonna give it
Wait,
a
you don't know what you're doing with that
Yeah!
No!
Yes!
Don't do it, Sam!
I will fix these.
machine. Okay, let me show you how
I
to
got
do
this.
it.
No, I will
Y'all
do
go
it.
ahead.
Hang on.
Anyway, my second favorite role is
It's here.
the bringer down of
No.
internet.
No. Try it here.
Someone just popped in.
Huh? I think so. Try that one.
I'm going back to
that
answering
one.
questions, man. Y'all figure this out.
No. Try media 1.
Where's
Actually,
the chat, fool?
I'm not sure where it is.
Show me your great one.
Where's this chat?
You fixed it.
Oh,
Is it in here?
No,
Oh,
I haven't,
yeah,
I haven't done anything.
All right. Let them figure it out. You and I, let's talk.
Box, baby.
Let's talk shop.
Where'd you get that Zelda artwork? I don't know. We were looking. This was back when we were first testing the TV out,
It's a promotional image.
and we wanted to see pictures that were big enough to put. We need to see how big a picture was to fit on the screen.
Correct.
And I think Derek had this picture on his computer or something.
Yeah.
Is that where that came from? Yeah. That's why. It's a cool picture.
I squish your head.
Have you learned?
You know what? I had a dream.
I have no idea what we just did. 'Cause
About
he just
Zelda.
He did it, and I watched.
Okay.
I think I had a dream about Zelda.
About Link or Zelda?
No, like about the video game yesterday or the night before. Even though I've never played it. For some reason it was in my head. And I played through part of it, inventing it. Because I've seen very little footage of it. I basically played a video game that was Zelda-like in my
All
head.
I know is that's not Zelda.
That's Zelda.
That's not Zelda.
You're missing some links or
Isn't
something
that
because
his-
that's
that-
Zelda.
that's Link.
Come on, that was solid.
That's terrible.
That was where it's at.
That was like
That's
the worst. All right.
I saw a meme this morning.
Z's 12, like 12 years old.
No, the 12-sided die.
Z is a 20 and Sam is a 12.
Your memory retention is horrible, dude.
I know.
I saw
Eric's
this.
a D8. Manny's a D10.
I saw this
All
meme
right.
this morning that
That's
had
right. Eric's a D8.
all of the different incarnations of Zelda, the character in the movie or in the game, the girl,
The princess.
and all the different artistic versions of her.
Yes.
And some guy on the other side, it was on the other side, says, I want the real Zelda. And so they were like, boom, no. I said the real Zelda, and they tried a different thing. And then they got all the way back down until it was a picture of him. He says, perfect.
Like as a joke.
Yeah. Well, it's a meme. Memes are jokes, yeah.
Okay.
You love memes a lot.
I do.
He does.
They're
All right. Isabel says, I'm super excited for you guys to grow to Twitch. You can set up text-to-speech for donations, which is why I'm used to asking questions via donation. Well, we're not going to argue against that.
Oh, wow. Okay, text-to-speech. Right into it. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Which one of you can ride a horse? Didn't someone already ask this question and you said you could?
Wait a minute. Text to speech? Doesn't he mean that the other way? Where you speak and it turns
Well,
into text?
speech to text, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what they meant. Can I ride a horse right now? Like, we'll go outside and there's a horse I jump on it? Probably not.
I'm
but
probably
I've ridden
too
a
big.
horse.
Well, I've ridden horses a lot when I was lighter and younger.
Yeah.
But
So there you go, Sam.
probably not good for the horse at this point.
Depends on the horse.
Someone
Is
said,
it the Trojan horse?
Wow.
are you planning on doing the best of designers
Dude. That's not
in
right.
2018?
That's not
yes.
right. You're right. That's
Best
not
of
right.
Designer
I called
series
you a
is
traitor.
coming soon.
It's
Best of
funny,
Designer
just laugh.
series is
It
coming.
Don't matter.
But before I do that, I'm going to do a real mini series where I go through the BGG top 100 and give my opinions on them.
What do you think about number one?
Of the BGG's number one, I feel like I can't be a hipster anymore, right?
I do it more often than
He liked it before it was cool.
That's true. Jason is the Dice Tower's final boss. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know what that is.
At least for last year's Kickstarter, it is, yeah.
Oh.
All right. There's a lot of people asking about, like, are you going to live play this, you're going to live play that? I mean, we kind of just pick things that we think are interesting to watch. I'm of the opinion that most games are not interesting to watch.
Right.
And that's why next week, like, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to start working on next week. We're doing a live marathon in a week. And I always have the hardest time picking the games for that. And there's also some games we're thinking, wow, this game's going to be interesting for people to watch, and then dead.
It happens, yeah, where we misjudge it.
The only thing we know is that party games are always interesting to watch. We cannot play 30 hours of party games, or people will be really tired after that.
Do we want to either?
Right.
Ameritrash games are often more interesting to watch than Euro games, depending on how much people get into them.
The question, I mean, ultimately, it boils down to how interesting will the banter be among the players? If when talking about, you know, taking an action, I can frame that as, okay, my warrior is going to attack this barbarian and blah, 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 that's a little more interesting than I'll take 2 green cubes. So yes, usually that style of game does a little bit better live, because we can just help out what you're seeing in your head or on your screen with the banter.
Cowboy Bebop is basically anime Firefly, somebody said.
Yeah.
That's good representation.
Yeah.
You might like it, I don't know. But again, it's still anime though, right? It's still the thing where the guy cries and tears, you know, fill the room type sort of thing. I just personally, I'm not saying it's bad, I just personally don't enjoy that as much.
You're wrong.
That's fine.
You are wrong about your own opinion somehow.
Oh, I'm seeing a lot more of this because one of my daughters is like addicted. She's watching these shows that have like 400, 500 episodes. That's crazy. And she'll be like, yeah, I watched this already. Oh, but I'm like, when? You need more homework.
You need more homework.
Wow. Okay, so we actually are going to shut down, folks, because we have a lot of things to do.
Yes.
So we'll zoom to the end, see if there's any quick. Okay. Did you think Gloomhaven would get to #1 on BGG? I did not think that at all.
That's crazy. Yeah.
30 hours of Happy Salmon. That would result in Sam's death. Or
no, that would resolve in Sam going, I'm staying in bed.
then the rest of the now we'll go to Sab. There's Sab driving home.
Yeah.
Little dash mounted
exactly
camera.
Correct.
The whole ride, basically just streaming the drive home. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Marathon's fun to watch when Tom slips in a trick deck and then it backfires on like a resistance. I don't remember that.
Asylum error on Kickstarter graphic.
On the Paracos there's 20 and the pledge is 25. We'll fix the graphic then.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks. Let us know if any graphics things. Anime is changing. Yes, I know that. We're 13% to TI4.
Oh, that's what we're tracking. All right. All right.
All right, folks. Sorry about the odd launch there, but thank you to the... How many people have backed us so far? 515 people, and we're almost at 40,000, so that's 1/5 of our goal. That's very, very nice.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you very much.
In
We
an
very much
hour,
appreciate
that's
it.
good. I'm still going to be nervous till we hit the top of it.
Yeah. It's a stressful time for us, understandably, so thank you for coming with us on this ride.
Alrighty, until next time, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia. We'll see you real soon.
Sam Healy. See you guys on the flip side.